Hey, what's up guys? This is Enforced Domain. Today I'm going to be talking about Protection Paladin Reforging. So let's get right into it. First, I want to explain the 4 basic rules of Reforging for Protection Paladin. First rule is if the gear that you have has 2 avoidances on it, parry and dodge, you want to take the one that you want to take. Most likely it's going to be parry, but if you look over to your defense stuff under your character sheet, whichever one you have more of, which for my case it's parry, and in most cases it'll be parry. You have to be pretty geared for it to be dodge to get over your parry, and it shouldn't really happen. But most likely it'll be your parry. You reforge your parry into mastery. For the second rule is if it has a threat stat and an avoidance stat. You reforge the threat stat into mastery, plain and simple. Next rule is if it has mastery and a threat set, take your threat set and reforge it. Once again, look over here, whichever avoidance you have less of, reforge that threat stat into that avoidance. So if I got a piece with mastery and threat, I would reforge the threat into dodge because I have less dodge than parry. The last and final basic rule is if there's mastery and avoidance. The only reason you'll reforge it is if the avoidance you have, for example, if I had a piece of gear that had mastery and parry, I would reforge the parry into dodge due to the fact that my dodge is lower than parry. Now if I got a piece mastery and dodge, I wouldn't do anything with it unless my dodge was over my parry, which most likely won't happen. Kind of a rare case in my opinion that you'll overcap your parry with dodge, but anyways. So now I just want to go through basically all my gear and just give you a bunch of different examples so you know exactly how it all works. Okay, so first we're gonna go to my Daybreaker helm. Let's see. It looks like it has mastery and parry, and I reforged the parry into dodge. My Stoneheart necklace had mastery and parry. I reforged the parry again into dodge. Pauldrons of Sacrifice, I believe, had mastery and parry, parry into dodge once again. Durable Flame Wrath Great Cloak from Avengers Hydro Friendly. It looks like it had parry and hit, so I took the hit and reforged it into mastery. Carapace of imbibed flame, something like that. Don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it has mastery and dodge, so that's one of those pieces that I wouldn't touch, like reforging wise at least. My bracers of Fiery Path, or Fury Path, whatever. It has mastery and parry, so I reforged the parry into dodge once again. My Mace of Acrid Death, I think that's how you pronounce it, had parry and mastery, so I reforged the parry into dodge. See, parry and dodge comes up a lot, I think. This piece had parry and dodge, so I took the parry and put it into mastery. Now, I do want to go over something. Some people believe, and this is their opinion, I'm telling you what I think is better. I'm telling you what I think is optimal for Protection Paladin Reforging, but some people think that if you have a piece of gear that has dodge and parry on it, reforge the stat that has the highest on it to mastery. So, say I had a piece that had 200 dodge and 250 parry. Now, I would personally reforge the dodge into mastery, but some people think that since the parry is higher, that the parry should be reforged into mastery. But did I say that right? No, I said that completely wrong. So let me give a different example actually. Say something had 200 parry and 250 dodge. I think that you should reforge the parry into mastery. Some people think you should reforge the dodge into mastery because the dodge has higher stat. I don't think that way. I think the parry should be the one that gets reforged because it's going to be higher. It needs to be brought down in line with your dodge. The bottom line is your parry needs to be brought closer and closer to your dodge. Your dodge shouldn't be brought down farther away from your parry. That's kind of the opposite of what you're trying to do. So my Shard of Torment had dodge and parry. The parry went into mastery. Now my Death Clutch figurine had, looks like dodge and parry, but doesn't seem right. Okay, dodge and parry, had dodge and parry. And I forged the parry into mastery. Now my Immolation handguards, I think that's how you pronounce it, dodge and mastery, should not be changed whatsoever. My belt, Uncrushable Belt of Fury, had mastery and expertise. There's your threat stat. I think that's like the only piece I've come across with it. No, the second piece I've come across with threat stat. Threat stat goes into dodge. Immolation leg guards. My parry mastery, so parry went down into dodge. My Prylord Greaves, Prylord Greaves, I think that's how you pronounce it, not for sure at all, had dodge and parry, so I forged the parry into mastery. Thex Amber Seal had dodge and hit, another threat one. Hit goes into mastery. This should not be touched. My Deflecting Brimstone Band, sorry, has mastery and dodge, should not be touched at all. Stay of Execution has dodge. It had completely dodge on it. I didn't talk about this one because this only comes up in rare occasions where it only has one stat. But this only had dodge in it. Even though I said, like, don't reforge the dodge off, what ended up happening is that much dodge overcapped my parry, and it actually went over my parry. Now, at that point, since it's over your parry, you want to get rid of that stat to get it closer, and you kind of want to get your dodge like right under it, or like right next to it. So it was a little bit too much over than I wanted. So at that point, it was okay to reforge dodge into mastery because it followed under the rule of whichever one you had least of. I think I said that wrong. The one that you have most of between these two should be reforged off. This one didn't have anything. Well, it had mastery. Should not get rid of that. But that is basically all my gear. I have pretty much most of my gear is up to date to normal mode Firelands, except a couple pieces, I know that. But hope this helped everyone. Hope it cleared up the Reforging confusion if anyone had any. But that's it, guys. My Twitter is twitter.com/reforcedomain. My live stream, which I'm starting to do a lot of live stream now, is at twitch.tv/enforcerdomain. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys.